Hello, welcome back to I'm on a Lockpick. Last episode we struggled a bit at one of the negative key puzzles. Honestly, still have no idea what the logic is for that one. I'm sure there's some logic to be used there, but I couldn't find it. So yeah. Right, I forget. I never actually read Kina's dialogue after completing World 5, did I? Don't think so. Almost there? I wasn't expecting native keys. They're quite the concept. Oh, I guess this one came out after World 6. Oh, Kina, why is your face so small? So how exactly does having negative keys work? I mean, on the behind the scenes side. Touching them just subtracts from your count. Simple as that. The key count isn't physical or anything. Same reason you don't have to carry 100 actual physical keys on your person when solving these puzzles. I guess that makes sense in a sort of abstract kind of way. Well, I'll consider that a mystery solved. Now for the real question, where to go next? There's some new places to find if you look around for a bit. Just continue as normal. I see, guess I'll do that. Places plural. I guess I better get looking. I guess that was the dialogue for World 6. I guess I had already read the World 5 dialogue. Okay. Well, we're not done with World 6 yet, so let's actually try and complete it today. Alright, so 6B. Easy way out. Oh, brown keys are back. So negative brown keys. Oh no, it's another corridor room, and you've got a hard-to-open golden door to boot. How will you get out of this pickle? Anyways, have you ever noticed that the flowers in the garden sometimes jut out their petals? Oh, that is true. They're cute and unpredictable like that. I thought I saw one just now here. Let's see if I can find another one that jut out their petals. There you go, that's one. Just jut out its petal like that. Okay, so... clearly I'm never getting to 4 positive browns, there's no way. Hello? There you go. Don't know why I couldn't undo there. So I have to in fact collect 4. But there aren't 4 master keys. I guess what I have to do is to brown you and then master key through you. Okay. That seems fair. Here's a -4 brown, which I suppose will create an aura. Ah, but creating the aura is bad, right? Because if I had browned this one, I couldn't then... Yeah, I would unbrown it after going in with -4. Interesting. I go in with -4, huh? I feel like that means I have to collect the 2, collect the 4, and then go back to 0 by doing this. Yeah, I need to collect the 2, brown the master door, collect the -4 while I'm still at 2, bring my count to -2, and then open here. So I'm fairly certain that means that this door must be master keyed. Like this door here. Because there's no way I'm getting through this brown door, I don't think. Yeah, I mean you cancel these out and then open here. So that's where the 2 master keys are going to be allotted to. Otherwise, everything else has to be purely regularly colored, I think. Yeah. Okay. So... Okay, I don't see any net zeros right now. Lots of blanks. Lots of negatives. There are... some... Okay, so every single time I open a door, my numbers change by exactly 2, so I'm pretty sure that there's no way for me to accumulate keys, right? I don't think so. There must be a way to accumulate enough keys to open this door and still proceed though. I think it has to be at this point. Because only after this point can I use the purple keys to open this door, then a master key to open this door and continue using the regular color keys. Otherwise, if I were to stop, maybe like here for example, after opening this door, I can't open this door anymore because I couldn't have accumulated 2 orange keys anywhere else. I must have used it at some point previously. So yeah, using that argument, we can say that this is a pretty... Well, I say straightforward. I mean, there isn't any accumulating or backtracking to be done here. You just have to make progress as much as possible. And never open this until this point. Okay, so I have 2 choices essentially. 3 actually, but... I either open this, or this. I think instead what I would like to do is to get over here. I need to access this area. I need to use these two keys, which can only be here or here, but that's basically a reverse net zero. So it's here. I have to open this. There's so many two purple keys in bad places. I can't actually get into here very easily. I feel like I have to do that only after I do this and open here. Well, that's not true. If I did collect these two purple keys right now, where would I use them? Somewhere. Not sure. Okay, well, let's just randomly try stuff, I guess. So, if I went into purple first, I think that's bad. Because now what can I do? If I went into orange, if I went into the cyan keys first, I feel like this is the only way to do things, because only then can I actually proceed. But am I not stuck now? Am I not stuck now? But I couldn't have done anything else, right? If I had gone this way instead, well then I'm equally stuck. If I had gone this way, I feel like I definitely want to get a negative number of keys there, no? Yeah, this is really weird. Oh, you know what? I can open this right now because that still allows me to collect more keys. That's interesting. So that's another point where I can open this. I think in that case what I want to do is brown you immediately and then turn my aura into negative value. Because we already know we're going to do that anyway, and those key counts don't affect us at any point. Yeah. Okay. So here what I think I want to do is to access a bit more orange, so I need to work on a net zero like that. Okay, this looks right. This looks right. I have options now. I think ideally I want to get the -2, which should allow me to get a +2 in cyan, which works very well. I want to do this, and then I have to go up here. I'll master key through this one. At the same time, I can use the two purples here to do something. Probably I need to offset and cancel out the orange. I say offset and cancel out as if they were the same thing. Alright, I think at this point we should be good to go. Yes, we are. Alright, so the main idea of the puzzle, I guess, was to understand that in this kind of situation, there are multiple ways to sort of like sequence break. Maybe. Multiple ways to sequence break things, huh? Alright. 8C. 6C, sorry. Hard mode. Hard mode. Oh, yeah. Looks like the Starlit Temples puzzle is back with a vengeance. The hair comb layout continues to assert its influence. At least there's no blast doors this time. I do wonder how often old puzzle layouts will reappear in new context. I guess that's something that can only be answered with time. Okay, we also have a cyan color to confuse us. Sure, I'm gonna open these first. I have to. Not necessarily, but... Okay, the idea is that to actually get an odd number of keys here, I must in fact enter these areas. Exactly. And there aren't any like keys in front of them, so I think the difficulty is to hold 2 keys until this point. Yeah. Okay, well my first and only option I believe is the -2 cyan. The -2 in red won't help me in any way. So I feel like I have to do this. Then the only next move is to unfreeze and then open that door with a -2. I wonder if that's forced. Maybe not. Like, for example, maybe I want to access this area earlier, so I need to keep this -2 for this here. I don't know, that seems entirely possible. I'm not sure what the entire idea is then. There must be some overarching idea here. Like maybe we should ask ourselves why there's an extra 2 green keys here. Because even after entering this point, I should have 0 green keys already. I can gain 2 green keys for some reason. I assume it might be to open this up here. Yeah, that seems plausible. Because the only reason why this 2 green could be relevant is this door. Everything else would have already been cleared. So this 2 opens that. And then with the 2 cyans, probably these 2. I'll open this and this. Okay, that doesn't really answer any questions I have. Are there any interesting, like, graffiti in front of a bunch of blues or something? Not really. All the effects are kind of at the back end of these corridors. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess the negatives are gonna be pretty interesting now. I guess if I looked at the distribution of keys and locks, like in red for example, -2, -2, -2, +2, and then we have 2 more positive locks here, matches exactly with the keys we have. Meaning it's not possible for us to like say cancel out a -2 by collecting a positive key to open this, for example. That's not doable. We have to always use these keys on the respective doors. For blue, we have 2, 2, 2, -2. In the level 2, -2, -2, 2, 2. Yeah, there's so many 2s here. 2, 2, 2, 2. So we have 4 sets of +2. And 1 set of -2. In the level itself, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of +2 and 1 set of -2. So we can say that probably we have 1 cancelling out involved. Probably. Yeah, I think that's probably true actually. And for green, it's +2, +2, +2, -2, -2, +2. So 4 sets of +2, 2 sets of -2. In the level itself, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, that's 4 sets of +2. And 2 sets of -2. So green also matches up perfectly. We can't cancel each other out using the keys. But for blue we can. Okay. Well, I'd say a good idea to start. I can see a bunch of ways we can open doors already. The one thing I'm a little bit scared of is that the more doors I open, the fewer chances I have to gain a large amount of keys. That actually might be the case for green, because we do need 5 green keys to unerode that. Huh, okay. So we need to collect 5 green keys without opening anything. Or cancelling anything out. Are we dead here? Maybe a little bit. I mean, I can do this. I can do this. Unfortunately here, I think we might legitimately be stuck. There's no real -2 that I can collect at this point. I think I used it. Okay, so what's the idea then? We have 3 sets of green, 3 sets of 2 green. Oh, this one's really far in. Oh, we need to collect that without... Ah, okay. So the -2s must be used immediately, right? Yeah, this -2 has to be used here to collect this -2 to open that. Only by doing that can we actually carve a way in without balancing things out on green. Okay, let's see if we can work towards that. Just really quickly. So I'm going to do this. Collect the -2 here to open that. I'm going to need to use the +2 somewhere, but I do know that we can balance things out. This -2 probably opens there, like I suspected. And the reason why is because if we open this, you have to go all the way in here to open that. There's a That's the only other -2 that's available. And in doing so, we have to use 2 greens, which is impossible. So yeah, this one in fact does go in here. So how do I get rid of this +2? I think the idea is probably to cancel it out, right? Because we are allowed to do that. I don't see any other way to get rid of that. If we do cancel it out, I need to worry a little bit because we do still have quite a lot of chances to get 4 or 3 blue keys. So I think we're fine in that case. That may have been a bad idea. I don't need to access you to open this. It's possible. Is there any way? No, I can't open this first, because to do that I need to access you, which means I need to access you, which means I need to walk through this. Okay, so I must walk through this first, and therefore that basically forces me to do a cancel out. Yeah, I can open this now. I think collecting this too is fine. And the reason for that is... okay, well I do see that we have 4 sets of 2 cyans and 1 set of -2. That corresponds exactly with the cyans here. These 2 must open... well, it must open another 2, which I think means that I have to open this to open that. Alternatively, I could have used this to open that, but that forces me to use a green key now, which I can't do. So this cannot open this. Okay, the idea then must be that this opens this guy opens this, and then this opens this. And then this 2 is the one that opens this and this, I guess, yeah. Okay, that's logical. Here's a -2, which I know can open that. I do see that we eventually need a -2 to get to this set of keys, but I think we can do that easily. There's a -2 waiting for us in this corridor. This 2 over here, we can remove now. I need to get through that green 0 door first, so I should do that as soon as possible. Let's quickly just collect the -2. And then we'll open this quickly. I cannot unfreeze this. I think we can collect the green keys at this point. Okay, I am fine using up my 2 red keys here because there are still 2 more red keys to unfreeze everything else. That works. And with that, yes, I can now have the green aura to unerode that. And that's all I was doing. Now, I can legitimately just spend away my green and I don't really have any use for that. I can now collect that blue aura. I believe that's what I want to do this. I do need to still keep the aura to un-graffiti that. But after this point, I can now spend my blue keys as I wish. And I should. Is this a blue or is it a cyan? It's a blue. Okay. We should be fine doing that. Okay, I have 2 cyan keys here, so I will want to do this. The reason is because I will need to use 2 red keys to freeze that, so I'm gonna have to get rid of these -2 keys first, which I will do by doing this. I will now use these 2 red keys to unfreeze this, as well as this. Okay. I can now use the red keys and the green keys to get rid of my blue keys. And with that, I can now access the top area, which should be easy enough. Okay, this works. So I need to go all the way heck down to collect the 2 green keys here. Yeah, doing that, I am done. Alright, good puzzle. Once again, a lot of these puzzles just feel like you need to sieve out all the possible information before you can make the move that you want. I'm okay with that, really. So, yeah, nice. Alright, with that, we have completed World 6 in its entirety. Oops, no. Looks like I can reset this, main menu, this world map. Okay, yeah, so there we go. I don't think we should go up there anymore. I think it might be now time to access things that, well, there's nothing else to do. I do know that, is there something here? There is, look at that. A way out? Yeah, there is something there. There is also something here, I believe, which also requires 6. So here's the backside. Now in the original playthrough, I did beat a way out question mark. But obviously, I did do a bit of the backside before that. At this point, I feel like the mechanics are fresh enough in my head that I think I should just go for a way out at this point. So yeah, a way out. Alright, just give me a quick second here. Right, okay, so where was I? We were at, we were finding a way out, I guess. So yeah, we also need 6 for this. And yeah, here's our way out. The labyrinth, the finale. So ignoring everything else this game has for us, this is technically an ending to the game. But of course it's not that easy. Press C to use the camera. Yeah. Oh my goodness, would you look at this. Huge puzzle. This is like clutter space, but like tripled. Lots of stuff going on. You can see a lot of very interesting things here, like a negative 99 brown, followed by a positive 92 brown, after which I require 0 brown. That's probably a cleanup puzzle. Yeah, I can see how that is. So in terms of brown, if you have the negative 99, you can clear out the -3 here. There's a -3 here, at which point you'll get negative 93, collect the 92 and you'll have exactly -1 brown key remaining, which is interesting. How is that going to work out? -1 brown key and no way to get through that. What color is this? It's orange. Alright, yeah, so I'm already into the solving point of the puzzle. There is seemingly no way to collect the negative 99. Because even collecting the negative 99, opening these, and then collecting the 92 to get as close to 0 as possible, it doesn't seem possible to clear out 7 keys, 7 negative brown keys. There's only 6 available. Unless I'm missing something in my scanning, which is entirely possible. Right? -3 here, -3 here, negative 99, and then here's a 92. I feel like collecting the 92, I need to somehow... Well, I need to enter with 0 golden keys. Oh, look at the... Oh my goodness, look at the number of keys here. My god, I need to enter with 0 golden keys. And... I'm not sure if it is... There's a lot of blank master door checks here. Yeah. Okay, I do see we need 10 pure doors here, so it seems like we might need to collect all of these. Is that a sign flip? Oh my god, it's a sign flip. Oh, we have negatives, right? I forget we have negatives. Of course. So yeah, like just my biggest concern right now is how I'm gonna get the negative 99 brown and the 92 brown keys here to work out. Because that's equivalent to negative 97, which clearly isn't possible. We know a negative number of brown keys must clear a purely brown negative door. Because if I brown something and I had a negative amount of keys, that would just unbrown it. So, I'm obviously missing something here. Whether it's a brown key. Is there any reason why this is okay? Like, if I chose to not collect the negative 99, I collected 92 instead, I must somehow clear 92 brown keys, which I just feel like it's straight up not possible. No matter how many locks here I convert to brown and open it, I'm fairly certain it's not possible for me to clear out 92 brown keys. And then similarly for... I mean, I have to collect the 92, right? Yeah, so it means I have to collect the 99. And, like, I just have no idea how I'm gonna resolve that. I can't make this situation work any better in my favor by like doing some special cancelling out. Like if I took 92 and I spent some keys and then I collected a negative 99, that would bring me even further down, right? Yeah, it'll bring me even further down below -7. And then at that point I feel like it really would be unsavable. I'm trying really hard to figure out exactly where this final brown negative door is. Because it has to be here somewhere. Unless I missed something in my logic. I am very certain I need to clear out 7 negative brown keys like that. But there isn't one. So I really have no idea how this is gonna work. Is there any... Okay, there could be brown keys elsewhere that I just haven't seen. But no, brown seems to be its own system that doesn't show up anywhere else in the level. How is that gonna be resolved? Can I use master keys against this idea? No, because I've used master keys, I have less doors. I need more doors, which I don't have. So there's clearly something going on. There's no other brown key. Once again, I can't brown a negative door then open it. Yeah, no other brown key means this is all we have. We have 5 master keys here. Again, master key. I need to collect... Okay, let's see. I need to collect these 5 master keys before opening that. Is there any way I can enter here with a master key then? That would be one way to get through. Well, I would need to have walked all the way here. I think the unfortunate fact is that the path down to here requires you to collect every possible master key. Like as you walk down here, for example, if I walked from here, this is a master key I have to collect to go up here. This master key I have to collect to go up here. This master key I have to collect. There's no master keys up there. This master key I have to collect to walk through. This master key I have to collect to walk through. This master key I have to collect to walk through. This master key I have to collect to walk through. So there's no way to avoid master keys in walking here. I think that's the main idea of master keys as well. You have to collect them. There aren't any hidden in alcoves or whatever. So they are for, like, in fact, these are like checkpoints essentially. You need to use the master keys here to proceed. So each of these almost acts as its mini puzzle of where to use the master keys. Which I don't like, but yeah. There are any master doors, are there? I don't think there are. Okay, I need 10 pures. How many pure keys are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's only 10 pures. Well, the number of pure keys doesn't really matter. I guess if there were more, then we have the confusion of which ones to collect. But right now, we have to collect every pure key. There's no way to not do that. We need to clear out every key amount we have, which is honestly fine as well. That's whatever. Is there ever a blank purple? There is. I'm seeing that there's no blank purple down here, so... Nope. Okay. I am not sure how to proceed. Just not knowing how to clear out my brown keys. I have no idea how to proceed here. I mean, we can just start guessing, but... There's always going to be that question of how to get rid of the brown keys, which is going to annoy me forever. Right? Actually, there are ways. After going to -99, I can spend... No, because at -99, after spending this and this, I only get the minus 93. Yeah, and there's no way to go even closer to 0. At which point I have to collect the 92, and I'll be at minus 1 again. And if I did the other way around, where I collected 92, yeah, there are a lot of ways to spend keys here. But if that were the case, then collecting the minus 99 brings me even further down. Right? Below 7. And below minus 7. If you're below minus 7, you clearly can't open yours. So, hello? How do I clear out the... I don't see any way to do that. Like, unless I'm really tripping here, I see no way to do that. I see no way to clear out the brown keys. How do I clear out brown keys? I'm clearly missing something. I guess we should start first, right? And not worry about the browns until the end. Maybe things will get a bit clearer once that happens. We'll figure out a way somehow to make it work out. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we start off with 2 master keys, 1 white, which I need to use, and 8 purples. Here are some sign flips. I need to use this white to get through, or master key through it. Well, right now, there's very little I can do. I definitely can't make it through all of this. I need a lot more keys. Going up here is completely pointless. So I feel like the only way to do this is to spend my master keys. But I think spending my master key here and then here is very stupid. Because for the exact same price, I could have opened some doors. Right, I could have opened this door and then used the key here. And that basically does the exact same thing, but opening some doors instead. So my question is now, which door should I open, right? And how will I answer that question? Oh, no, don't undo. I need my camera. I don't know if there's any big math I need to do here. Is there any way to determine at this point which I should open? Or is that question really hard to answer? I feel like if I went the top path, I would have access to the green sign flip. Do I need that immediately? I can do that to gain the unerosion effect, which is here. And here, those need it. I need some blue keys as well. Actually, yeah, okay. If I looked at this really carefully, I do see that there are a lot of places where there are locks and no keys. I think that's really interesting. Locks and no keys is a little easier to manage than a combination. But this area on top is really, really hard to parse because that's both. Down here it's easier because you can see what you need and you basically be told to prepare that beforehand. Somewhat. I don't know. I see that the blue keys here and here are the only blue keys that exist, besides the sign flip, and those are required to unerode that, to ungraffiti that. I think I definitely want to go here first, because this gives me access to the sign flip, which is good for the green key here. On the other hand, what does this bottom path give me? Negative sign keys? Why would I want that? I can't use to open this. We already figured that out. There's no way to get to here. And the only reason why this negative 12 is necessary is probably this negative 12 cyan here. So let's not go to the bottom path yet. Let's go top path. Don't sign flip first. We do need to actually collect the -5 first. So now we have one orange. I might as well collect the master key since we should use it. So white key. Well, we know now that I definitely can't get this -5 right now. I need to unfreeze, which is only possible with this red key. Are there other red keys here? There's a red lock there. There's a red sign flip there. I don't know why I want to do that. Interesting, because we do need to walk through the sign flip for that pure key. But that sign flip basically kills us because... where do I have my zoom button? There are no negative red doors here. There's only one red lock here and one red lock here, both of which are positive. One positive red key here. I think the idea is therefore... Oh, the idea is therefore I need to collect this first? The sign flip at 0 before collecting that. Wow, that locks out so many things. That means the -5 is so much later. Which makes sense, the path all the way down doesn't use any unerosion. Oh, okay, so now if I know that -5 is really late, does that affect my decision here? Where I would rather go down this path instead? I think things might change, knowing that the -5 is so late into the solution. Okay. Let's see. Because I see now there's a more pressing matter at hand, which might be that this blast door will get me to 0, right? It's either this blast door or this blast door. It can't be this blast door, because I have to walk past the sign flip green, which isn't possible right now. If I went down the other way, I'd be walking through here anyway, so... I think the idea is I'm gonna have to override this orange that I have. I have one orange right now. Or override the orange with the -1. Yeah. And then the master key will open, I don't know, the white door here or something, I guess. Now there is a chance that I should overwrite this -1 with a second -1. But we'll see if that becomes necessary eventually. Okay. So I see a long string of blank doors here. We need blank white. Means I need to clear out these whites first. Here's a anti-graffiti, which isn't possible right now. I need this and this. Okay, I can see the 17 here being quite helpful. It brings me down here to -12. Once again, not sure why I would want the -12. Here's 31. Okay, 31 plus 17 is... Is that 31? Yeah. 31 plus 17 is 48. Which is... Well, if I looked at all the pinks that exist. 12, 12, 12, 4, 4, 1, 2... Okay. Interesting. So, looking at every single pink door in here is very interesting. There are only... assuming I didn't miss any. There are only... That's 36, 40, 41, 45, 46 pink locks. And collecting the 17 and the 31 brings me to 48. Which I think is bad. So I need to skip something, don't I? If I collected the 17 and the 31, there's no way I'm getting down to 0 pinks, I think. So I need to skip something. I need to collect the 31 to walk through. So I think that means I need to skip the 17. Let's skip the 17. I feel like, okay. Maybe a better idea is to first... Okay, hold on. Were there any pinks at the start of the level that I missed? Oh, there were. Okay, hold on. There's one here. Actually, that was the only one. Oh. That makes things a bit easier for me. Okay. Yeah. So the idea is that I'm going to want to look at every single key's color system here. And figure it out, a plan for each of them. Because we already figured out there's a plan for green and red. Those things are ordered in a very specific way. so is pink for some reason. There are actually 47 doors, I believe. Because yeah, on top of the 46 that we counted, this one I opened with the master key. Even if we didn't do that, there are only 47. So once again, we can't actually collect both the 17 and the 31. And we must collect the 31, therefore we must skip the 17. So yeah, that's pink done. I can definitely afford to master key through a... In fact, yeah, I need to master key through this... Oh, I need to master key through this pink door, don't I? Because I can't have collected any pink before that. So yeah, okay. Is there anything else after collecting the 31? Well, look at every key here. We know this is probably master key. I think that's the only way to proceed. I mean, we could always have gone to the top path, but once again, ordering makes me think that that's not the case. The -1 here is a bit more pressing. Because I think either this or this is the only way to go on to 0 after this point. And I definitely can't open here because I couldn't have accessed the -99 before that. So yeah, I need to access this really early. And I can't access this first. Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure this is master key as well. Master key here. How many left? 12. 12 is 24. 24, this is 34. 34 minus 31. That's 3. Oh, that's a bit weird. Wait, that is a bit weird. 12 plus 12. I'm counting this right? 12 plus 12 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1. All to be cleared by either the pink keys or the master keys. But there's no way to get 3 out of those keys. So how am I going to have these 34 locks be opened perfectly? Is there a pink that I'm missing somewhere? Hopefully not, because that changes things slightly. Yeah, how will I get to 0? 12 plus 12 is 25. I'm doing my math right? These are 2 sets of 5. There are no blast doors anywhere. 2 sets of 5 is 10, plus the 24 is 34. Minus 31 is 3, so I need to have 3 locks that are not opened by the 31, which isn't possible. There's no combination that works. Besides this, and that. But we already know this is master key. On top of that, we still need to master key more things. Well, I suppose another way to do things is, if I didn't master key this, I'll have to master key 4 locks. At which point the remaining do in fact add up to 31, I think. So 24, 28, 29, 30, 31. That works out, which is a little bit weird. Because how in the world am I going to... If I do master key one of the pinks, how am I gonna deal with orange? I could master key through the negative brown door. Or I could master key through the pink door. Wait, no, I can't master key through this pink door. We already said we're not supposed to do that. Yeah, that means I have to master key through the brown door. Okay, that makes this -99 really bad. But alright, we'll ignore the brown keys for now. We already know brown keys have some weird trick going on with them. We'll assume that they aren't causing a problem. We can do whatever we want with the brown locks. We will have to master key this brown as a result. Oh. And then one of the pink 4s have to be master keyed. Can I write some text? Wow, okay, I should zoom in. Oh. Jeez, what am I doing? There. There. Okay. Alright, so let's assume that that settles the pink system. What's next? The purple system? Let's try work on the purple system. Purple has a lot of tricks up its sleeve, I can tell. Because we have a bunch of negatives, we have a bunch of positives. There's a sign flip here. For some reason, there's no purple blank door at the end. Actually, that might mean that purple is not of utmost concern. There's a blank purple door here, but besides that, we can have any number of purples we want. Which is interesting, I guess. So let's not work on purple, let's try orange next. Oh, the orange blast door makes things very complicated as well. Although looking at this, every single orange is either a blast door or a blank door, and every single orange key is an exact in either +1 or -1. Okay. Fascinating, fascinating. So this one is about some sort of plus-minus duality. I can see that the minus exacts can only open the minus blast doors, right? And there are only 2 of them. But yet there are 3 exact orange keys that are -1, I believe. How many positive orange keys are there? 1, 2, 3, there are 4. How many blast doors are there? 1, 2... 2 blast doors, okay. Seems to me I need to overwrite 2 of these values. Or, yes, 2 of these values at least. Okay. I mean, we probably know this one's gonna be overridden. This one I can probably clear off. I have to clear out this exact key using this blast door. Otherwise I'm not passing through that. This -1, I suppose, can be cleared out down here. Being overridden is fine as well for the negatives. We can overwrite... In fact, we should overwrite... Oh, there's actually a 3rd orange blast door here. Oh. Okay, so if this is overridden, then it is possible we overwrite... Oh, it's possible that we don't overwrite any exact orange keys anymore. So this one goes here, and then this exact and this exact open here and here. So like this exact key opens this one, and then this exact key opens this one. Something like that. Maybe then the master keys aren't really going to be a problem for us. Maybe. As for the -1s though, I'm pretty sure there are in fact only 2 negative blast doors, so we need to overwrite one of them eventually. Yeah, we should overwrite one of them eventually. I feel like that means we should overwrite this one immediately by doing that. And then with this one, I will try to open this one instead. Okay. Let's call that a resolved orange. Alright, next, cyan. Okay, we have a sign flip here. We have -12 here. So -12 here, I think, is most likely going to be attributed to this one. I'm not sure how else we can get to -12. There's no way. This -2, we already know we probably must key through that, and we kind of have to. And then the sign flip at the end, I don't know what this sign flip is for. We might have to avoid it, or we might have to collect it while we're at 0. In fact, I think that's the case. If this -12 is allotted to that, every other key is positive, so sign flipping is bad, I think. Here we have 4 and 6. Here's an 8. Are there any more cyan? There's so many cyan doors and so few cyan keys. I think that's really interesting. How many cyan locks are there? They're mandatory at least. This 4 needs to open 4 cyans for me to walk through. It has to be this one and this one, right? I think so, because I can't ungraffiti you yet. So I have to do that. The white, I don't know, I can clear it out, I guess, somewhere. Purple is interesting. How do I get a negative number of purple here? I guess I might have to master key this one. I don't see any way to get to -6 purple. Unless I sign flip. What is entirely possible. Where are my purple keys? Oh, I have 8 to start, yes, and that's all, I think. I have 8 to start and that's it! Wow, okay. There's so many, yeah, so many of these require like master keys. I feel like I should master key. So the ideal way to get rid of 2 white keys is to use one here and then master key to the purple here. And then use that here, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, going back to cyan. This 4 is allotted to here and here. Once I walk through, I have 6 cyans, which I will need to clear out. Then the 12 will go here. There are a lot of ways to clear out the 6 cyan. It could be a 4 and a 2. It could be 3, 1, 2. Yeah, lots of ways to do that. And I can replace them with master keys if I don't have enough. Okay, well, at the very least, I can already start doing some things. I don't really want to stare at this for too much longer. So we need to open this first. Okay. I will need to do this. We need to master key through here. Ooh, am I missing something? I think I am. Hold on, I think what I need to do is actually do this. And then clear out my -1. And then master key through this instead. We'll master key through the brown later on, but it's fine if we don't do this right now. As I said, I want to overwrite one of the -1s, which I can do. And that lets me through. Okay. This works. I have to do this. I'm probably going to collect this. So I probably want to master key through one of the 4s. It probably has to be this one. Okay. So back to my camera. Let's put a marking and make sure we don't accidentally master key this one by marking it with a pink tick. Okay. How many signs do we have? 4, I think. So we know we open this one. We know we open this one. How many master keys do I have? Actually, I might be missing master keys, aren't I? Yeah, I'm missing master keys, huh? I didn't think about that. I can always master key to this guy, I guess. That's another way of doing things. Sure. Yeah, because I need the blues to not. I don't know. I need to not open this. I don't think. I mean, if I looked at the number of blue doors, I think there are a lot of blue doors, right? Oh, there aren't. Wait, there are decently enough blue doors to waste a few. Although I do notice that this one probably has to be master key, because I do need 3 eventually, so I can't use this here. In which case, we have exactly 3 blue locks remaining. So yeah, I couldn't have used a blue key on any of these. Okay. So I will walk through here. I'm not sure how many cyan. Sorry, how many purples I have now. I still have 8 purple, which is interesting. Is there any moment where I had to use 8 purples immediately? I don't think so. Okay. Okay. Let's master key through this and this. I can sign flip now. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Okay, master key through that purple as well, I guess. Okay. The -1. Okay, I see that the -1 coming with the master key will be. Oh, that's a white key. Oh. If that's a white key, then to clear the -1, aren't we then forced to use a master key here? I think we are. Because there's no other way. Which means we desperately need a sign flip now. Because I can't master key through this anymore. That is so suspicious. Because it means a lot of positive, So a lot of positives, a lot of positive doors are not going to be openable. I guess that -6 over there is openable though, so that's nice. Okay. How many pinks do I have? I actually should have collected the pinks here. Yeah. And we know that we eventually need to open all of these with pink anyway, so let's work towards that. Here's a -12 that I can already use. I wonder if anything can work out from here. This looks really suspicious, but don't worry. That works, sure. There are easy ways to get to 0 purple keys, so let's not master key that. Okay. So here's a part. Here's a place where I haven't really considered what I need to do. There's another -5 here. Wait, that makes things a lot more complicated for the green. I thought this was only -5. So it turns out it might be possible to collect this sign flip and then do stuff. Then collect this -5. Oh, that is horrible. Actually, no, there's only one sign flip. Wait, no, these are -5s. No. I think we're still fine here. The idea might still be the same. Where I need to collect at least one of these before sign flipping. Yes, at least one before sign flipping. I think all of our steps so far are still safe because of that effect. Okay, I thought I was dead there for a second, but no. Okay. Okay, I can see that. I think I want to already get rid of all my blue keys. Are there any other blue keys I can collect? No, but I can probably master key through them, maybe. I have 5 master keys here. Yeah, let's assume that's enough. Here I can't go through this, so I have to go around the top to actually access this door. If I have to do that to even access these keys anyway. So yeah, I feel like the idea is that now I'm gonna want to... Well, I don't have to override my orange yet. Oh, okay, well in that case then we're fine, right? I guess what I want to do is to open this up. And open this up. I need to master key through something. Yeah, I don't know what I need to master key through. Which is unfortunate. What have I decided I need to master key through? I would say probably the purple. So, if I have to master key through something, it'll probably have to be this. Okay, I guess. Yay, we unlocked more stuff. My key count is so dead at this point. Like my key count is in a very weird set of numbers. I realize we might have wanted to find a way through here. So, okay. We have a single writ here which needs graffiti to open. However, in doing that, I need to go through here. And I can't, well, I can master key through red door. Yes, definitely. When I collect this one blue key in, did I have to do that? I think I might have had to. I think it might be better to go through the bottom though. But I can't because I have a blue door here. Oh, that's really weird. Oh, that is really weird. Okay, I might need to master key through both you and you then. Actually, I might need to master key through all 3, which is not doable. It might be under very specific circumstances, but I might have to. Okay. I guess we'll try, We'll try. I mean, there are so many things I need to master key now. This is definitely not an optimal strategy. Alright, so... probably going to the top path, I think. I need to clear out 2 blues first. Which seems difficult, because... there are so many places that require me to go through with 2 blues. Oh yeah, I definitely... Ooh. I definitely messed up somewhere. With this few blues. Here? Yeah, maybe. Okay. So let's say I didn't spend blues there, and I master key through it instead. Cool thing is, with this many blues, there are a lot of places to use them to gain progress. The bad news is that... that means I probably have to master key through this. How many white keys do I have? 2 white keys, huh? Yeah, things are getting very complicated here. I'm just kind of guessing as opposed to doing anything else. Okay, so I think the idea is to use a white door and a white here. Honestly, I really wish I could just play this game while in full screen. But, okay, sure, whatever. I think I'm going to want to spend 2 here and 1 here, so I can use 1 white key down there and then get to the white blank door. I'll probably also need the master key through the blank here. All of these are fine by me. I can now open this and this. And that actually. No, I need a master key for it. I need to collect. I can and I should collect the sign flip now. Okay, now red can be in the picture. But of course we need blue first, which means I need the master key through a bunch of this. Which I can do. I'm gonna get really suspicious about this because I'm gonna spend so many master keys here. But that's okay. How many cyan? Orange do I have? I have 1 orange. Are there any orange? There's an orange blank door up there. Okay. Here. -5. I need to go to the top path, which is doable. I need to sign flip now though, which I can probably also do. Although I will need to master key through purple. Yeah, see, there's so many things I need to master key through at this point. I am really not confident about this. I have 2 master keys left for the entire puzzle, which I'm pretty sure is not enough. I can see 2 places where I can see 1 place where I need the master key definitely. That 1 place being up here. I need a master key here. So I'm kind of suspicious about that. Should I do that? I don't know if I should have done that. I think it's fine if I do that. Because there's no graffiti anywhere else. Is there... Yeah, okay, there is more graffiti. There's no erosion anywhere else though, which is fine. I guess that means I should probably be using the master key now. Ungraffiti. Now I can spend all my blues. It's a good thing I can spend my blues, because I don't have to use master keys on them. Where's the other blue? There's one here. How many keys do I have? 5. Oh, I messed up. I also have 6 to open this, so at what point did I spend too many there? Okay. Well then I would have master keyed through either one of these, right? I can't spend 6 keys on both of these. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, I have to spend my master keys on a bunch of these, which I am not very happy about. But it's whatever. Okay. I need to do that, that's fine. So master key, I can open this normally, master key do this, which I have to do, right? Oh! Why did my undo go all the way back there? Yeah. Okay, well I'm out of master keys now, which is bad. I assume I'll need a master key somewhere. Oh, that is an unerosion I need. Okay, well that's fine. I can definitely go in there right now. Yeah, okay, we're fine. That's all the unerosion in the level, I believe. But surprisingly not out yet. I don't know how many blues I have left. 0. Oh, we're stuck then. Yep, because I can't access the pink door now. This pink I can't access anymore. How many pinks do I have left? 13. I have way too many pinks left. So at this point, we're definitely stuck. There must have been a better way to utilize my cyan keys. Yeah, and also because we are down to 0 on cyan, like, there's a bunch of stuff we obviously can't get. Yeah. Okay, well, not sure what to make of this. I'm gonna restart, yeah. We'll have to work on this some other time, because I am definitely too tired to figure this out right now. But yeah, I guess when we have the time, I will go through all of this. What in the world? Yeah. Alright, well, until next time then. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye!